Makers Garden Center, and I'm joined by our rose expert James Masemula today. We're going to be talking a bit about how to get your roses looking at their best for this summer. Morning, James.
Morning, Louis. How are you?
Very good. Less windy today. Looks like summer's back in action.
Yeah.
Today we're going to be talking about some of our beautiful roses. My first favorite is our old iceberg. Still one of the most popular roses. Icebergs are renowned for their free-flowering habit. They're just covered in white flowers throughout the year. And the other great thing, they're also available in standards or lollipops. They're great if you want to add some art to your garden. And just a trick with the standards, if you see any growth below the graft, always just pinch that off. Otherwise that takes away the energy from the main plant. Next favorite rose is the Glam Guru rose, the Hannon rose. If you want to add some glam to your garden, this is the perfect rose. A lovely long-stemmed hybrid tea, perfect for cut flowers in your garden. It's got a lovely fragrance, you can smell that coming through nicely, and it's got the most amazing color. My next favorite is the beautiful blackberry rose. It's got this amazing red velvety color. You can see the perfect shape, long stems, great for cut flowers. And even though we don't use blackberries anymore, you should definitely have one in your garden.
Good morning, everyone. My name is James Masemula. I'm working for Hackers. I'm here to talk about my favorite roses. My favorite roses is the rose Simply City. Why I like into this rose? In the one stem, you can get 3 to 5 roses, and the color is pink. What I like into this rose, they don't grow too much. They can grow about a meter high and then spread also a meter high. What I like into this rose, in the one rose, if you can get 5 roses in the one stem, there's something that we're calling it is a summer pruning. When we're calling it about the summer pruning, if you see all of them, they are flowered. Like you can see this one, I've got 3. If this one is already flowered, this one they are not flowered, you're supposed to take this one off. It's the one that you're calling it finger pruning. When you do the finger pruning, it's whereby you give them, those two, the power to give you the flowers again. The other rose that I like to talk about is a rose calling it Mr. Lincoln. It's a red flower, it's a hybrid tea. They've got strong fragrance and it's a nice when you wanna do the cut flowers. This one is a hybrid rose. It's very good into the garden. You can see it's red, pinkish roses. So also if you need it, it's going to be nice into your garden because of the strong fragrance. The other rose that I like to talk about, of which is my favorite rose, is a Nelson Mandela. Also is a Floribana rose. It can grow about 2 meter high. It can spread about 2 meter also. Even this one in the one stem, they can give you many flowers. I just want to show you the biggest one what I've got. Let me show you. The biggest one, of which is the Nelson Mandela rose. They are still small because of in winter time, all the roses we cut it down. But believe me, in December it's going to reach that 2 meter that I was talking about. Thank you very much.
And now that we've spoken about our favorite roses, we're going to go over to the garden care, how to keep your roses looking their best. First product up, I'm going to talk about the organic options you'll have. The advantage with using organic products is they're less harmful to the environment, but you have to keep in mind you have to spray more frequently. First one up, if you're having problem with fungal diseases, copper count is your best one to use. With this, I would always recommend after we have a heavy rainstorm, try and spray the next day just to keep things like black spot, powdery mildew at bay. Next one up on the organic side would be the Ludwig's insect spray. This is perfect for all the nasty chochas that are going to attack your roses. We also find when it's really hot, dry weather, then insects tend to be more of a problem. So then when it's really hot and dry, you'll spray more frequently. I'd recommend at least twice a week with the Ludwigs. Then if we move on to some of our chemical solutions, a nice all-in-one solution is your rose protector. This is a 3-in-1 rose care product. This will take care of your insects, your funguses and red spider. Just a trick for red spider, spray underneath the leaves. That's where they're hiding away. And if you have a severe infestation, spray at least twice a week to keep them down. Other options we can also look at, if you're looking for season-long control for sucking insects, something like Koinor is perfect. How this works, this is a systemic insecticide. So you mix it and you actually water it into the soil. The roots absorb it. As soon as anything attacks it, it gets the chemical in and kills them off. And then the last one, it's almost time for rose beetles. I think we all know the nasty rose beetles that attack our rose leaves. They end up with this lace-like effect on the leaves. How you use this product, it's a powder that you mix with water. You'll spray the roses in the afternoon because the beetles are nocturnal, so they're more active at night. And if you've got any of the mixture left, spray around the rose's base. That's where they actually hide out during daytime.
Okay everyone, I'm back. I just wanna talk to you about how do you plant the roses. The important thing is when you plant the roses, when you dig the hole, you must dig the hole about 50 centimeter down and 50 centimeter wide. Then when you're done to dig the hole 50 centimeter down, the way I'm explaining, you are going to take the rose planting mix. You put some rose planting mix inside to the hole. After you put the rose planting mix inside to the hole, it's whereby you are going to take the bone meal. The bone meal is very, very good for the roots. When you put the bone meal, you take the handful of a bone meal. You put inside to the hole, you mix it together with the rose planting mix. When you're done, you put the rose planting mix, it's whereby you can take your roses, putting into your hole, and then put the soil that you use to take it out, and then compact all the size of the roses. When you've done that, you just give water every day because of you want the roots to be grow. When you've done about 2 weeks, 3 weeks, it's whereby you can use our fertilizer, the organic one. We're calling it 315. 315, we've got 3 elements here. 315. 3 is for nitrogen, 1 is for phosphate, then 5 is a potassium. When we're talking about the potassium, we're talking about the production. It's whereby it's going to give you more roses. Or you can use the Vicarosa. Vicarosa is from our master roses, Ludwig. Also, you can use Vicarosa is 515. Remember the element. 5 is a nitrogen, 1 is a phosphate, 5 is a potassium, of which is a production. When you done that, the other one that you can use is this one. This one you can mix it with water. Also, this one is very good for the roses, especially when the roses they've got buds. You use this one is going to help the roses to flower as soon as possible. And when you're done to do all of those things, the important thing is, because of we've got the dry weather, there's no water data, if you don't have any water, the important thing is to save water because of we don't have any rain now. You put a thick layer of mulch. Mulch is going to help you. If you're supposed to water 7 days a week, you can water twice a week because of is the water resistance. When the sun comes, stick straight into the mulch, not into the soil. So your soil is going to stay moist all the time. Thank you very much.
Louis here again. We're just going to show you how to do some quick summer pruning on our roses. James touched on it a bit earlier. I'm going to actually show on a hybrid tea rose that has finished flowering. So we see it's got these long stems, but the flowers are fading. So the trick is not to just cut it back a little bit, because what's going to happen is you're going to have the roses shooting from here and you're going to end up with this very lanky rose. It's better rather cut them back down low, so that when the new growth comes, your rose looks more compact and more vigorous. It'll just look a lot happier in the garden. So this one still hasn't finished. We won't be cutting this one, only as soon as they finish. And if we cut this one, also back to there. So remember, the more you prune your roses, the more they'll flower. So in summer, keep on cutting back to ensure more flowers. Thank you. So from all of us at Hackers, Happy Rose-tober!